Hi, this is Amy from the Info Mouse, and I wanted to make a video about dealing with anxiety at Disney World or Disneyland or any of your travels. And I will say that I am not a medical professional, so I can only share from my own experience. And I'll also say that my hair is a mess today. I've had a really busy day today, so don't mind my hair. I will be looking at some notes from my blog, so if I look down and I look up, that's why. So here goes. Anxiety is not something very often talked about, which is true, but it can be a reality for many when it comes to vacations. While everyone's anxiety is a little bit different, I hope to provide some general tips on dealing with anxiety at Disney World. So tip number one is stick to your normal routine. If you're used to getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night, try to do the same on vacation. Or if you're used to getting 9 or 10 or whatever you're used to getting. The same thing goes with meal times. Try to stick to your normal schedule if you can. Bring a safe item. So if you have a favorite pillow, blanket, or item at home, see if you can fit that into your bag. If not, try to find a pocket-sized safe item. So this may sound kind of silly, but I bring a small cat toy. My cat makes me feel relaxed at home, so clutching onto one of her toys makes me feel less anxious while I'm on vacation. And my cat is right here next to me, so I will get a quick little snippet of her so you can see what she looks like. Come here, kitty. Oh, she doesn't want to come. This is my little kitty. Isn't she cute? Okay. The next thing is to research the rides and attractions ahead of time. So what frightens you most? Is it claustrophobia? If so, then you might want to avoid Mission Space because that is tight quarters. While I was able to ride Mission Space the last time I visited Disney World, I ended up playing with the switches on the control panel to keep my mind off of being confined in that space. Another thing is to research the crowd levels ahead of time. If large crowds bother you, research a crowd calculator to find the least busy park. I would recommend touringplans.com. I've used that before and it seems to have worked. Typically, if a park has extra magic hours that day, early or evening, that park will be the busiest. For lower crowd levels, you might want to try visiting the park that had extra magic hours the day before. This especially works great if the extra magic hours were the evening before. For example, if Magic Kingdom had extra hours the evening before, get up early the next day and head to Magic Kingdom. There will still be crowds, but every little bit helps. Have an escape plan. Disney has exits for almost every single ride. So before you get on the attraction, if you're feeling like, oh, maybe I don't want to get on after all, just politely tell a cast member that you no longer want to ride, and they'll politely point you in the direction of the nearest exit. Another tip is to have an anxiety buddy. So whether it be your mom, partner, husband, friend, etc., have an anxiety buddy during your vacation. Tell this person your concerns for vacation and the symptoms of your anxiety. They can then watch out for you and they may be able to notice some of the symptoms of your anxiety before you notice them yourself. I've had that before happen because my husband's my designated anxiety buddy and he's been able to notice things before I've been able to notice them. So make up a code word or something that helps you. And so I do that with my husband, and if I say that word to them, he knows that he needs to get me out of there and get me out of there fast. One thing to remember is don't forget to relax. One thing to remember is don't forget to relax. Yeah. However much sense that makes. So with so much to do and so much stimulation at Disney World, it can be hard to find the time to relax. So make sure that you take some time just to chill out. Find a quiet spot by the beach or a shady bench to relax. It is vacation after all. And don't forget your medicine. Sound like your mother, don't I? If you're on anxiety medication, whether it be daily or whatnot, don't forget to bring it. Also, don't forget to take your medicine while you're on vacation. You wouldn't believe how easy it is to get distracted while on vacation, so make a plan to take it according to your normal routine. If caffeine affects you, maybe possibly avoid caffeine. If you're not used to drinking caffeine, especially if you're on the dining plan, you might be getting a lot of it. So try to limit or avoid it if you're not used to it, because it may affect your anxiety levels. And then also, if you do have an anxiety attack, there are some first aid centers on site. Um, in the past, I've been concerned about other guests witnessing an anxiety attack of mine, and I finally just realized that they're too worried about their own stuff to worry about me. They're too worried about their own vacations, and truthfully, I'll probably never see them again. So I'm not worried about that anymore. And then my husband came up with some tips about dealing with anxiety if your traveling companion has anxiety and you don't, and ways to help them. So if your traveling companion has anxiety, there are some ways you can help. Try to be patient. That's a running theme along the traveling companion tips. If your companion has an anxiety, a panic attack, even if it's at the most inconvenient time, remember that they did not choose to have the anxiety or panic attack, and they do not want to feel this way. They're going through something that affects them physically, emotionally, and mentally, etc. So try to be patient with them, even if you don't understand. You can also try to be there for them while they're feeling anxious. Offer to hold their hand, rub their shoulders, or get them something to drink. Do not take it personally if they do not want your help. They may need to get through this on their own way, in their own time. So also do not force them to go on any rides or attractions. If they're feeling anxious and don't want to go on a particular ride or attraction, let them stay back on a bench and relax. If you push them onto a ride, it can make their anxiety worse. So, um, just finally, please keep in mind that I am not a medical professional. This is not a replacement for calling a doctor while you're there, or seeking help. I can only speak from my own experience. So anxiety is different for everyone. The key is just to plan ahead as much as possible. As those of you who suffer from anxiety know that attacks come with little notice at times. So in conclusion, I just want to wish you a wonderful vacation, and may Disney World, Disneyland, or any of your other travels be as healing for you as it was for me. If you have any tips on dealing with anxiety, please leave a comment and let me know, and I hope you have a magical day. Thank you.